Barely. Really? I'm getting bullied. Oh my lord. Beth, thank you for redeeming first and your daily star candy. Welcome in. Barely welcome in. And for redeeming Hi, I'm new. And hydrate. Kate, I appreciate your lurk. I love you so much. I hope you get lots of rest. Alan, hello, welcome in as well. Michelle, welcome in. How is everyone doing? I know, look at her. She's going to the vet tomorrow. She doesn't know it yet, but she's gonna be angry. 25 seems about right for today. For now. Tomorrow's gonna be like 90 at least. Okay, I'll be nice. Maybe 80, you know? I'll put on my glasses after. But hello, welcome in everyone. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday? The week has been going by slow for me, but it's also been kind of dreary outside, you know? So it's just starting to get colder. It's kind of dreary outside, which I do like overcast, but when I can cuddle in bed and watch shows all day and make food, you know what I mean? But not when I'm having to work. My cat's ear used to perk up anytime the vet would be said. Kiko's did used to do that, but I think she kind of just ignores me half the time now. She has very selective hearing. Does she have any treats? Yes, I have a bunch of treats that I'm gonna spoil her with afterwards, so do not worry. And I mean, she's probably gonna get a lot of treats because she's probably gonna have to take some medicine, so she might be getting wet food for a bit, you know? I know the rain is killing me. I do like the rain, but like I said, when I can stay home and cuddle in bed. But how was everyone's week? Did you guys do anything notable? I had a coworker happy hour yesterday that actually went really well. I stayed for like 3 hours. Which was really fun. I do like my coworkers like a lot overall. My significant other was like, oh, was your boss there? And I was like, no. My boss is not invited. But that's okay. But yeah. I keep thinking it's like a day ahead. So I keep thinking it's like Thursday. Honestly. I've been thinking that all day. But yeah. Okay. They announced new tour for Stardew? Wait, a new tour? What does that mean? Wait. For the orchestra? Oh my gosh, we should go. 1 year apart. That's so funny. That's so exciting. Wait, I didn't know. Can you send that to me? Because I definitely want to go to that. That'd be so fun. Amazing. Amazing. All right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up Final Fantasy. We're gonna have her loaded and go in while I eat this jalapeno. Truly. And then I'll also bring my date. It's like they're dating each other, but also dating me, and I have my date. So technically I have 3 dates. Heck yeah. Where did I type that? Appreciate it. I know this. I miss Pokemon, guys. I hope they come up with a new one soon. That music is just like very much reminding me of Pokemon. It is Pokemon Gym, but and it is Pokemon music, but I don't know. Love to see it. Thank you for the highlight. Appreciate it. All right. I'm boring help? What do you mean? No, you're not. All right. It's jalapeno time, guys. We're gonna get this over with. Thank you guys for getting me. I need you guys. I'm not eating a whole jalapeno because I think I would actually die. But I have 3 little pieces here and we're gonna like and go, you know? I will say I have been training in a sense. I've been putting jalapenos in my dishes. So do the whole. I would actually die, I think, barely. Did you remove the seeds? I did the small end of it, so there are no seeds. But like in my meals, I have not been removing seeds. All right. Thank you guys for everything. And cheers. Yeah, the seeds are the worst part. Guys, it's not that bad. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Guys, this is easy. And no, I'm not going to do any more. Thank you. I feel like I need to get rid of some stuff, man. Gold saucer tickets. Oh, I think I got those and I never returned them. I literally don't have enough room to like hold anything else. This is a dilemma, guys. And I don't know what to get rid of. You did. You did. It's right here. I don't know how to open it. Armor. Oh, this is what all of these go into the armor. Is that why? Oh, save that for day of. Okay, okay. I don't even know how to clear out my inventory other than just discard it. I know. We get in call, I know. And I just have to like walk through it. Maybe after I get off stream, I'll just like come on over. Because I don't think I'm going to stream as long today, guys. Because I did go a little long last time, and then I still have to cook dinner and all, so. Miggy, my love, what is up? Hope you are well. Barely. All right, guys. Where is... Oh, it's down that way. I do remember now. Glad to hear you are well. I am surviving. You missed the jalapeno, Miggy, but it really wasn't bad. I think my spice tolerance is pretty high now. Oh. There we go. So the foodathon is still going on, guys. What is up? So yeah. Can someone pin the first message for me? Okay, this way. So next is banana and mayo, yeah. Unless chaos comes in and overrides it with whatever they want. That one is the one I'm most scared for, honestly. That is the one that I think is actually going to be horrible. And I don't know why I didn't put it higher on the list. Like, the other ones sound bad, but I feel like are fine. Like, it's like, oh, okay.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it?
Or where they will be. Wait, does Aaron have their
Same could be said of the village.
stuff tonight?
It was damn near impossible
Or
to
is
live
that
off the
Monday?
land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords.
It's game night, damn.
Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out.
Beth, I didn't need to be called out that hard. Dang, they're doing it every week now? Good for them. Dang. Yeah, yeah.
It's a frightening
I
thing
do
to
have
face
that one
Magitech armor for
muted.
the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it.
They do like to yap a lot. And honestly, I have most of my chats muted because it's so many notifications, it gets super overwhelming and I just can't do it. That's so valid. That is so valid. That'd be something I would do
One day they
too.
hit us hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Oh.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and
Mad
ears in the
King?
shadows and his knives in the dark? You who call this living dishonor our nation.
I didn't know we were in Game of Thrones.
Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Okay, Curtis. Wait, is that him? Oh, I don't like that. Oh. I thought he just broke the third wall. Graffitied.
Send you home to men, did they?
A full-shaved mullet. It's actually
Aye, sir.
a great mullet.
Guardians got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well,
Wait, this is him?
so it won't be long now.
Oh, correct.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
No. The one that was talking. This one's Raban. Yeah.
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
I thought he was the other one at first.
Spoken like a true patriot.
Oh my god. You're Curtis.
Liberty should not be the end
Get out
in
of
of
here.
itself.
Get your nice check. Your nice check is low right now, barely.
Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people.
Barely's
Not
bullying me
glorious work,
like they're
and it
a
is
mod.
never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've
This is
traded one
Curtis.
tyrant for another.
This is the name I can't say, and then this is another dude. 45. Yup. Mickey, you're less nice than barely right now. Are we okay?
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king. Just wish it were a little bit easier, is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that. If that's what it
Facts,
takes.
Beth. Facts. 100% nice. Always.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living.
Curtis is such a white kid name. Mickey.
Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come.
The only other Curtis
And mayhap
I
one
knew
day
of
we
was
will need
also
it
a
too.
person of color, so... But you're not wrong. What kind of name is Curtis? Like, can you imagine just being like, Curtis? Curtis! My name's Curtis, y'all. I never seen a Curtis concept.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise. And I will not gainsay his decision.
You know what, Miggy?
I have but one question
You
to
could name
ask.
your kid Curtis.
Liberty or death?
Mix it
Those
up.
were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Wait, that was her father?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that.
Oh my god. Your father's name was Curtis,
And you want
Lise?
to know if I do too.
Your name is Lise and Yida, and your father's name was Curtis? Get out of here. It'd be like Kurt Cobain.
I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death.
Curtis.
But the freedom we win must be for every
Exactly.
Alamegan. Even ones like Fordola,
I
though they may
didn't
hate us.
post any of
and
my
the Ananta,
going
though they may fear
live shit nits.
We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that,
True, Beth.
retaking
True.
our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Real ones, me. I'm talking about myself. Thank you. All right. Do you guys? Okay, so I'm on Blue Sky now, and it like every now and then it's like verify your email, and it literally never sends me an email. I'll get an email 3 hours later, and I'm like, sis, I don't need it anymore. I guess I'll get it next time. It's so annoying. You're so right, Barely. This is all on me. Why do you want emails? I don't, but like every time I open the Blue Sky app, it's like, oh, hey, you need to verify your email. And it's like, okay, why don't I just verify it really quick? Sorry, I'm on bed. You are employed at one of the most soothing places on earth. Underemployed. I have this very soothing time there. In my defense, it is very relaxing to go in and spend $100+ when I went in for one thing. Absolutely soothing. Did I ask to be attacked? I do not think so. I didn't come here to be attacked. I am not soothed. Valid. That's very valid. Can everyone unfollow my Twitter so I can use it for permanent stuff? Thanks. I've been debating on making a private Blue Sky and just kind of like not using Twitter. Because honestly, all of my Twitters right now are just, they're just ads, and like they're no one that I follow. Quite literally no one that I follow is. When I'm in BC with Barely, I did not come here to be attacked. I came here to have fun. Oh, like you can't like private it at all? Like you can't lock your tweets or lock your butterflies? Is that what we're calling them? Like, oh, interesting. Okay. I follow, so that's why. I was wondering. Because I've seen some people talk about it, and I didn't know if it was like... If it was like the close friends thing versus... Yeah, I still have mine. I've been yapping there. I feel bad because I yap on my private twit. Because, you know, I don't need that. I don't need that everywhere. But, like... I don't know. And I have been tweeting elsewhere. I just complain. Yeah, truly. I don't need everyone to know that I'm complaining about everything. I'm supposed to be giving off like a nice bubbly front. Come on. I feel kind of horrible. I've picked up Twitter more for memes and posts. I don't feel like you should feel horrible about that, Miggy. Blue Sky has like a little ways to go still, but it is growing, which I do like. Yeah, I don't need everyone to see my suffering. I'm supposed to be a happy-go-lucky girl. I'm not supposed to be shown suffering. Excuse me? Bro's the tasty trader? Able Ant? Discord status, it's so funny. Bro, I used to actually set my Discord status when I was younger. I was like, I'm so done. Okay, when do we want to go? I want to go to that new place again. I liked the new place the best. Right now, okay guys, I have to go. Duty calls in more ways than one. Please, Miggy. Duty. Duty calls, please. Okay, thanks for stream. Gotta go, guys. Love you all so much. I have to go eat hot pot. The funny thing is, if people actually met me, I think I might end stream. I think I might actually do it. Maybe we do an in real life stream of hot pot, and I can give you guys a plate tour, and then you guys can see the astronomical amount I can actually eat. Yeah, barely. You're always welcome. Come on. Wait, what does that mean, Miggy? Just that I can eat a lot? Plate tour. My favorite to get at K Barbecue or a hot pot is like, I love pork. But brisket in your hot pot, oh my lord. It's so good. It gets super happy. I truly, it is my happy place. I do love food. I can just eat more when it's just like not full plates. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it. Like, my plate is full, obviously, right? But I'm eating at a more relaxed pace. And so I don't feel like it's as filling. I wish I could do like a redeem where it's like, me and my community goes to hot pot, and we just go to hot pot together. Because that's very up my alley. I've been seeing Cav. Cav has been posting a lot of like foodie things on TikTok, and I eat it up. It's so good. I'm like, dang. An icon. An idol, honestly. But hopefully soon. Okay. I think I can go hopefully soon. I don't see why I couldn't. You're always busy. I just sit. Yeah, truly. For me, it's you just gotta let me know a little bit beforehand. majority of the time. I'm sad. I'm sad. Wait for the wives. I think wifey's more busy than I am, honestly. Wait, can I get up here or no? It doesn't look like I can. Wait, I can. No, I can't. Does someone want to come fly me to where I need to go so I don't have to go all the way around like that? Beth's just gonna make demands. Yeah. Yeah, Ash has many projects. And we go Saturday. And people go. I'll go Saturday. I think at this point it's more wifey being busy with all of their projects than me. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know if I'm the hold up. It can be, please. Beth, you are never an inconvenience. You are a blessing. I will legit go this weekend if you guys are down. I say we go. Hot pot. We're talking about hot pot and K-barbecue because I'm a big lover of it. But also welcome in, Mo Wolf. Nice to see you. How are you? Good morning. All right. Just casually riding through where we had a battle. It's fine. I'm fine. Please, Mr. True Griffin, leave me alone. I'm sad that they— oh my god, that's a big True Griffin. Neck breaker. Okay. That's a name. I'm sad they don't have like a thing over here that I can like TP to. Testy trader. Here you are, Mr. Good Sir, Testy Trader. Bum bum. Ponderous Porter. Amazing. Now we continue on our way. I think this is the right way to be able to get up to this area again. Sweet. Okay, yeah. You haven't had hot pot since I was in LA 4 years ago. I will attend. Amazing. I will put you down as attending. Everyone has to call me barely to my face. I will definitely do that. Because I really do not know what your IRL name is. Not barely? Well, you know, it's probably interchangeable for me. As you little shit. Valid. Valid, Beth. Jump. Told me their name, but at this point it feels weird, yeah. I have a couple of people where I feel like it feels weird if I use like their government name. I'm like, I can't actually. I have to use your username. Barely. Are you like 6'5" or something? Six two? Huh. Ace. So close enough to be a foot above. Truly. And I wear big boots. Can you guess how tall I am? Because apparently I give off tall vibes, according to some people. The shins are closer, Beth. You can kick them in the shins. 4'3". Yeah. Yeah, actually. Multitasking. We love a multitasking queen. Wait, hot? Wait, can I get that outfit? Or no? I can't multitask or single task or do anything at all. You can do so many things, Beth. Don't say that about yourself. I love that outfit. But these kind of outfits we can't dye, right? Because it's specific to the character. You can! I've seen it. I've seen it with my own 2 ADHD eyes. Slender. It's also one entire piece. Oh, interesting. Interesting. It's a one piece. It's a jumpsuit. The red is cute though. I can make do with red. Holy fudge nug. I have to go all the way back there. I'm gonna cry. She wore Tadoma. That would be amazing. Bet that's a high butt nut score. You were only 3% off from being 100. Are you okay? But still as separate pieces at least. Gotcha, yeah. I will definitely be probably getting them. And no. Amazing. Great news. What can I do to help that? Mm-hmm. Can I go this way? I really don't want to go around again. You did 2 T's. It's only 1 T. There you go. 16. I feel like that's lying. Slander. Blasphemy. I love TTs. Just like TT. TT. K-pop song. I was definitely doing Twice reference. Yeah, 100%. We are a PG chat in here. Why else would you be referring to anything else? You were definitely not talking about boobs. Not at all. Mm-mm. Beth, I'm talking about him. Bum, 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 bum. They are very lovable. I will agree. Michelle does, yes. I have an admiration for them. Oh my god. Sure, okay. Okay, okay. Wait. Fudge nut. That thing still creeps me out. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Wait, do I have another dungeon? Pippin, sir. Oh, a new area. At the locks. I read that and I just immediately thought like the Loch Ness monster, you know? Of course my Irish butt would think that.
Words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castra Mabania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true. They had come from all
I know
across
it's not
Eorzea
Ireland.
to stand with us. To stand against oppression.
Are you sure?
And tyranny.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness monster?
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Barely's like, I'm done with Kira's stupid eyes.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor.
I haven't seen him in so long. It just took me by surprise.
Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears
I know,
content to
truly.
remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far.
Split out your hair blue and white right now. You know what? No, barely. I won't let you bully me.
Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
No, because I don't want to do blue because blue fades to green and green blue in my hair is horrible, and I tried to dye it blue once and I'm never going back and it didn't turn out well and I had a whole meltdown and I Had to re-dye it like 4 times, and it came out like a really blue-gray, and that was really, really pretty in the end, which is what I wanted originally. But it's the upkeep of it's not good.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
I was just triggered, barely. That's all I have to say. I miss purple hair, too.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you?
But can I afford it? No, yeah. That's why I haven't really done
Would
any
seem
color
we're of
either.
one mind.
It's just a lot
Let us proceed
to
the
invest
how of
in.
it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seatseer's command.
Because I would like to do that gray-blue, but the upkeep of that is absolutely insane, and I
Once
can't
the main
afford
host
it.
has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights.
I do really like your brown hair,
I
though,
will
Beth.
have your
It is
cannons
very
pound the
pretty.
gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
Thanks, I grew it
What
myself.
about the resistance?
We love a hardworking
Your
woman.
part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count
No,
on us.
yes, you.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos.
Fuck Xenos.
As for the Scions,
No.
you will be held in reserve.
We do not
as
need
an
the booty
irregular
shaken
unit
here.
until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
I'm just realizing I don't know if I answered my SO.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her
I
quickly.
did. It's not my fault.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more.
I do think maybe this weekend, if I have time, I'm gonna try and dye my hair again so it's black instead of brown. I do miss, like, the very stark difference of the black, but we'll see. But I'm also trying to debate on if I'm gonna do, like, black again and then do, like, a weird, like, kind of, like, black, root situation into my blonde. Or if I'm gonna get bleach again and bleach, like, my roots. Like, you know, kind of like... You know, I've seen, like, some things like that. I don't know. Yeah. Because I honestly, I don't think it looks that bad with the brown and everything. Like some shadow roots, and then my underneath, and this be black, and then the rest of it be the blonde. Damn crab. What is it? Not wasting any more time. All right, let's get this victory. My SO is messaging me now. He must have heard me say something, and he said, that he went to the store and he was just talking about the traffic and how it made him angry. So I'm like, pop off. Uh-huh. Oh, you talk it, yeah. Just felt it in his bones. Where? Which way? Why are we stopping? Oh. This is where we're supposed to stop. Bum, bum, bum. There we go.
Bye guys.
Hi, ladies. Mwah. I've been needing to do that, so there we are. Wait. Me running ahead. Oh. Queer device. Oh. Oh no, I don't think I was supposed to do this yet. Considering it did say talk to Lise, and I'm alone. Kipuala? Why did the queer device do this to me? That's so sad. Behind me. This way? Oh, you meant the other dude. Oh, there's another one over here. Where'd he come from? I just... It's okay. You still lived. A diary shouldn't do anything, right? Where the frick is Lise? There you are. I gotta talk to you. Maybe not. Oh, that's a different one. Haha. What's going on? Okay, I guess. Okay, yeah. Why isn't the map unlocking? 'Cause that's kind of rude. Not actually on the map. Oh. Interesting. I'm in an instance. So I can never come back here? I thought this was like a new place. Hello, Mr. Legion. You're in like a separate version. Oh, okay. So kind of like when I have to go into the offices sometimes. It's on the map, but it's a special instance version for this duty specifically. Got you. Head for... I guess this is the place we're going. I don't really know. Nope. It said nope, not that way. But I guess this is the right direction because there are monsters over here. The enemy's restrictions and oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's... I'm gonna guess this way. I feel like this is the wrong guess because I saw a frog and I was supposed to... I didn't even get to finish my sentence. I just didn't want to go towards the frog. I feel like that's not too much to ask as a person. Oh, and now I'm gonna be poisoned, so that's gonna be great. I'm gonna love that. I don't want to fight you, so we're gonna go this way. Something tall, dark, and imperial. It's fine. Yay, we made it. Amazing, show stopping. Ooh. I don't think I can actually. Oh, I can. Alfie can't swim? Alfie, you have to learn how to swim. My good son. Wahoo! Finished it. Gonna get that sucker. He's just a little lordling, truly. Oh. Like I said, who needs swimming? Not me. I really just want to jump down. Oh, it's just like not an actual drop. That's so fun. I thought it was a drop. Oh, me oh my. I tried to avoid you. I truly did. Are we teaching him to swim? Holy crap. No, this is Thancred. That's how I feel about it. I was like, oh my god. We're gonna teach him a new skill. How cute of us. It's like teaching my younger brother how to swim. My annoying brother. Exactly. No. Are they just around this corner? Hua! What do you mean? Do I gotta go down? Please leave me alone. I feel like I'm not doing the right thing, but maybe I am. I feel like I'm not. Wait, what's that? Uh-huh. Okay, I see now. Are we actually gonna speak to the Loch Ness Monster? Going straight up. I see why swimming was such a big deal now. I sometimes like look around like that, thinking this is like Baldur's Gate, where I'm gonna like be able to find a bunch of stuff. That's not how this game works. Tremendously fun, Lise. So much fun. Oh, another one? Let's go. He said, let them pass. I was about to... over this way. Is he gonna attack them? Oh. He's gonna get one of them. Pleasant dreams. Oh, there it is. Gate winch. Why is it called a gate winch? He did clarify lever or winch, so I'm guessing they are literally the same thing. Headed to the facility. Okay, Thancred. Holy crap. What is going on? I can't do that. side quest there. I thought we were gonna go that way. Okay. Easy money. Buggy, hello, welcome in. How are you? Let's go. Okay. Who is that? Oh. Just her. I thought it was a new character for a minute, but it makes sense that it'd be her. Oh. I reckon you lot would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Make no difference to me, though time to die. Does she transform? To weaken. Okay. Can I use it? Oh, it's like it's reminding me to use it in battle. I see.
I can read your every move.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if I dodged all of that.
I'll cut you to pieces. How could I lose?
Okay, there we go. That got me a little bit. Fudge.
Let's finish this!
Okay, I'm ready to finish it too, my girl.
If only you knew the power!
I already used it! Hopefully that was the last time I have to use it. Hopefully we can get her with this last one. Oh, I'm gonna be hit by that. Mm-hmm. So close. I read her name as Fedora every time, and I don't know how to not read it as that. Amazing. Duty complete. Oh, crazy. Oh. There was a lot of anger behind that one.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Well...
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing!
Oh gosh.
Conrad, Mefrit, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did!
Do it.
But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo. Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
I'm sorry. I know that's supposed to be like, oh my god, that's so impressive. But
You're
it was so
slaves to a
dramatic.
tyrant. There's no freedom in that!
Oh no.
Now, my friend!
Why are they coffins, man? They literally look like coffins. Such a big prison, I guess.
Croyle!
Oh.
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Oh.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us. Alive.
Oh.
Listen to you. Talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the icons.
What are you talking about?
Oh god.
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey.
Oh.
You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
I'm sorry.
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
It's traumatic. It's touching.
May
It's
I live
angering.
1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
What about the other people? Aren't there other prisoners? Why aren't we letting them out? Am I gonna fight him today? That's my question. Oh, this looks like it would be a main city. I mean, it was before it was taken over by the Empire, I guess. So. I'm for democracy! I should rewatch the Star Wars soon. Do I have to exit? Okay, yeah, let's get... and continue. So is he in this little area or no? I'm confused. Okay. Oh, amazing. I'm unattuned. Oh, that's gonna take forever to get over there. Just casually having to run across the whole map. It's fine. Should I have been attuned by now? I don't know. I mean, obviously I've been there, but... Oh, that's when we first entered the area, and it let me unlock that, but I couldn't, like, attune to it. I follow. Kiko is just sitting right off camera and she's just like angrily asleep. It's so cute. All right. Ew. Ooh, I did not like that noise. I do not like. It's fine. Is this one gonna give me? Yeah. Oh, it's Beth! Betha! Quest after quest. Okay. Now I can actually attune to this, which will be nice. So convenient. Right at the top of the big old stairs.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing.
Oh, okay.
What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Alagon technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
Oh, I forgot
None.
about that.
The search goes on in earnest, but Sid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lise. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Kryl. Even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Interrogator asking nicely, uh-huh.
Mayhap I can offer some
On us.
insight
They're
into
started
her
doing some.
claims,
Oh, please.
or at least into the
We are
facility
very,
and the
very lurker
experiments
friendly.
they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Oh no.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
Yeah. Probably not. Oh my
humble
god.
scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
My man's came out of nowhere.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began.
I did, yes. Thankfully. I was ready to
Most
put her
impressive
behind
feat
me.
under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts.
Uh-huh.
How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react.
Interesting.
To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that
That's
Fordola was uncommonly
true.
sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem.
Okay.
I
Can
would
you
fashion
change
a
your
device
outfit?
with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
Oh.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
Uh-huh.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Yeah, that's
Whatever
crazy.
the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
Well, that was the goal to begin with.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
Okay, Lise. That's not how we win things. By feelings. Yeah, let's proceed with caution.
Well, no one's saying we shouldn't be cautious.
Okay, Lise.
Though maybe I was getting a bit carried away.
Then
Right,
the
I
attitude.
best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the resistance forces are waiting.
Full speed ahead. That's what you wanted
It is
to
time
hear.
we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
She's like, you know, if I never have to go back there again, that'd be great. Come in like a wrecking ball, for real. She literally could. Lise could. Aymeric. Everyone else just hanging out together. All right. I'm just ready to fight him already. But I know I cannot. Why does it sound like that? I thought it said Lieutenant Dan for a minute. I was like, oh, what are we in, Forrest Gump? I think the audio might be messed up. Like, why are people fighting? Oh, wow. I feel like that almost nipped me in the butt. Is it? I feel like it's gonna be above. Oh, no. I think that's it. Yep. Crazy. Is it above? How do I get up there? Oh gosh. Okay, this is letting us up. Up even more? Oh, I forgot about that. Forgot about that enhancing move. I wish I saw that before. Or maybe I couldn't have used it in the fight, because there's some that I really can't use during fights. And I don't really understand. It might be the match of, I am gonna TP over there. 'Cause I think, yeah, I think this was quicker. We are going down, not up. Please don't see me. Thank you. Oh, stairs. Okay. That is definitely where we need to go. Are people fighting? Or is that just in the music? I'm very confused, honestly. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, it's a war zone. I'm just so confused because I don't see the war. I'm like, what do you mean? The war is cleanly all around, truly. I mean, it has to be if I'm hearing it 24/7. It's all around me all the time. Blinked? It's fine, it's fine. I read the first one. He got a sword from his father. It's great. We love it. A very important sword at that. Woo! Leveled up. It's the name I can't say that starts with an R. That's his adoptive father. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. See, I know some things. I know some things. And now I'm gonna actually be able to see the war happening. That's happening. I have to
For the House of Leveilleur! Release!
I don't like these guys. Give me a minute. There we go. Get the long range guys out of the way. I remember learning that in a tutorial. That much is plain. We're gonna take on King Wolf. I feel like that didn't hit me, but it's fine. I am together. You're not together, my guy.
So it comes to this.
Silly. Yeah, I'm just a silly old. I just need to not get hit ever. And then I won't die. Just dodge it all the time. I'm just a little silly pants, you know? You know, honestly, I don't feel like I'm doing that bad of a job dodging stuff. Easy peasy. It's times like this I realize I have improved in playing this game. Wahoo! Why aren't you dead? Do I never kill anyone? It's funny to talk smack, truly. It is. I agree. Bee's right there. But he didn't die. You know, the people that I actually wanted to kill don't die. If you read, truly. You're so right. You're so valid for that. You're so right for that. That's on me. And I'm still not gonna read. I wanted to kill that big man that was turned into like a big weapon before he became a big weapon. Like I fought him 3 times.
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfman successful?
And yet I keep
The one
watching.
they called the White was receptive
I
to our
appreciate
words
it.
once we told him of Doma's liberation.
Come on, I can't be the only one who plays it like this.
They withdrew behind the walls to inform their brethren. If the gods are good, no blood shall be shed between our peoples this day.
Here. Now, I think it's time we did something about those gates.
Yes. Let's get rid of the gates.
Forward! Give me hellfire! Give me Ifrit's bloody inferno!
Oh, passionate man.
Now give me a curse and winter! Enough ice and snow to bury a behemoth!
Okay. Oh, I see.
All cannons! Fire at will! Let
Science.
no man say we neglected to knock!
not these little butt nuts. My husband shows up at just the right time. A hero's entrance.
Bear witness, my Eorzean brothers and sisters. Doma has come to pay her debts.
Let's go, Doma!
Lord Hian!
We will deal with the flying machines. Forward, my friends, for freedom and justice!
He's so hot. Lord Ian, let's go.
You heard the man! All cannons resume firing!
How can they hear? It's gotta be magic, right? Oh no.
We're through. The way is clear.
I don't know if that's clear, but there is like a huge fire that we have to go through. That's not technically clear. But that's just my humble opinion. Oh, I saw Xeno's face. Does this mean we fight him? Now accessible. Let's go. Unlocked Alamigo. Oh, hold on. I can do a dungeon. That's what that meant. That was just informing me I could like TP to Alamigo. Oh me, oh my. Would anyone like to join me? Okay. I shall hold. And while I'm holding, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Okay. I hold. Here's this while I'm gone. Cute little bunny in front of big door. Yes, yes. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Hello. I keep forgetting. Oh my gosh. My sight is covering you. My wallet in my back pocket. Get that out of here. Oh my god, your outfit is so cute. Okay, I take it back. I want that outfit. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome back. I'm ready whenever you guys are. That, your hair too. With the... Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I'm assessing the whole fit. Oh, it's so cute. We are doing a dungeon. Oh, you changed. Oh, you really like this outfit. We're doing... Oh, Stormblood. The actual name. Is this the last quest? Am I finishing Stormblood right now? I'm entering Alamigo. This is crazy. I will kick extra boot. I'm finishing Stormblood. Holy crap. What the heck? I had no idea. Oh, am I party leader? I did zoom. Are you the one on SCR? What is that? What is SCR? I'm so sorry. I'm not. I'm ready. Oh my god. I love you all so much. I wish I could... here we go. Oh, I didn't get in time. Oh, yes, that's me. Beth was the one on screen, yeah. With the cat girl. I cannot believe I'm finishing Stormblood right now. What the heck? Okay. Let's go, guys.
Bye, guys.
Hi, ladies. Mwah. Fairly, thank you for the gift sub to Wild. Wild, I hope you enjoy your gift sub. Oh my god, let's go. And after all of this, I will be eating a grand old raisin for ya. Oh my god. Everything's so fast. I'm gonna hit it by that. Yep. Guys, I'm already hurt. Thank you. Guys, I didn't mean to, but I'm already hurt. I don't like. I want that. This guy out of here. Truly. Oh my god, what happened there? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh no, I'm finishing Stormblood, which means someone's gonna die. Oh no. Oh, that was very good timing. We got rid of them right before these guys showed up. Gonna blow up too. Yep. Yep. Oh, easy. We got this. One's the rear, yeah. I didn't mean to be under him in that moment, but here we are. Me oh my. That was a close one. Nice, guys. You entered the royal palace. Whoa. Since I've been watching so much like Arcane, I want to keep saying like, oh, look at all this hex tech. Oh no. I clicked the wrong one. That's a tragedy. Thank you. I did actively decide to take that hit. Bye, Alan. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, no. is not good. Oh my gosh. Oh, watch out! Oh, the mid-round boss. Oh, I should have done the other one with this guy's rear.
To share these findings. Initiate soul extraction.
What? Soul extraction? Oh!
Success.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
The soul rebels. My word, this data.
I'm gonna be so real. I didn't even see him in the chair before, guys. I thought it was just a little robot, so I was kind of confused as to how it had that man's voice. My gee golly. You know, it must be a pain just trying to get around this castle casually. Like when there's no invaders. This way. I do like the ones that allow me to damage multiple targets at once, but I feel like they're not as useful. Oh no, why is Bug bullying you? You turn up for the last boss? Oh my gosh, okay, okay. Bug is at it again, truly. Back at it again. Oh, it turned to his side. Let's go. Oh no. AoEs do more damage if there's like 3 or more targets usually. Okay. That's how I've been using it mostly, so that's good to know. Oh no. There's literally no reason for that. Truly no reason for it to turn like that. It's just for dramatic effect. And you know what? Props to him, but oh, I can't jump down. Am I going the wrong way? I am. I'm genuinely going the wrong way. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. What? You can lead him out? Oh, we were starting over. I see. I follow. Is the only dungeon boss in game who will chase you out the zone. Wait, really? That's so fun. He's like, come back here. Yeah. That's so funny. It's the only boss that will do that. I don't know about you guys, but this seems a lot easier than the last time we fought. I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna die. And I almost did. God bless you, healer. I really do try my best.
Yes! Yes! Just so.
Gosh, these are taking forever. What the heck? So do we have to attack certain ones, basically?
Have you the strength? The power to transcend.
The power to transcend. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the warrior of light. Is that a taxidermy lion? Oh, it looked like a stuffed lion in the other scene. Oh my gosh. Yay! Let's go! Now what do I want for treasure? I want that. I don't have inventory. Discard. Yay. Victorious! Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your help. Now I'm going into the cutscene. Wish me luck, everyone. Mm-hmm.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity.
I don't like it.
I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought.
Okay. Well,
Finally.
it wasn't that bad.
Finally. After bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular. To feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, my guy?
Claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance.
Huh? Ew. Barely, please don't repeat what he said.
Go after Xenos, my friend. We shall deal with this.
What was he saying? Crazy. The hunger to bite down. Sir, what? Excuse me, what? What the frugal? Oh my my
Welcome
gosh.
to the Royal Menagerie.
Menagerie. I have newfound strength. Thank you. I needed a recap
The
of
King
that
of
for sure.
Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all.
Okay.
This fine specimen, on the other
Thank you,
hand,
Barely.
simply divine.
I don't like the way he talks. It's a little too
Your fates are entwined,
sexual for
are they
me.
not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire.
Barely, please.
How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No
Churns.
myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence.
Barely. I didn't know you switched to your alt.
Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You
Up to you, Beth.
let slip the Allegan Hound to drive this icon into my arms.
Uh-huh.
Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A
Don't threaten me, I have a
then,
sword.
And I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside,
Oh,
what
I
would
forgot.
you do to this icon?
This is for Barely, before my final fight. My final fight. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Ah.
It's hurting
simple
my
as
head
that.
with delay, truly.
But of course, you are the Icon Slayer. Such certainty is to be expected.
Oh yeah, because you guys are watching this too. I'm so
A
sorry.
pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be. Had you only mastered your ability. I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him.
Barely did not get a toast, so I'm gonna have to do it again. I kind of did like when we were actually playing, but
When
I'll
I
do it
read
again.
Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to
Let's see.
one's will. Hence my research and a resonant. I know so much more.
A toast to Barely, who actually stuck around even after knowing all of my faults with this game and not reading and clicking through and screaming in VC when I can't even hear them. Thank you. You are a great person. I have enjoyed playing with you so far. I hope we play more Final Fantasy together. Thank you. Goodbye.
All icons must be exterminated without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather.
That
after
will
he saw
change.
firsthand the
Please.
destruction wrought by one such being. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear. Fear of the icons. Fear of their
Don't
power.
make it worse.
Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Man should
Ew.
fight for the joy of
Oh, he's a sociopath.
To eat, to breed.
I see.
Lesser beasts
I
snap
follow.
and howl at one another for this. Only
Actual
man has the wisdom
sociopath.
and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born into this merciless,
He's combat
meaningless
sexual,
world
truly. He does get off on
have
combat.
but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this.
Do I?
You and I are one and the same.
I truly don't think so.
Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friends and confidants. If you will accept me.
Is my guy proposing to me right now? Ooh. Ooh. What if I say I accept you? I accept you. Nah, fuck you. For the shits and gigs, maybe? No, I can't betray my husband like that.
And yet, in doing so, you prove me right.
Oh my
We
god.
are warriors.
A narcissist
It was
too?
plain from the first
Well, we knew
how this
that.
would end.
We knew that. We've been known he's been a narcissist.
When all hangs in the balance,
Imagine not
the
accepting.
difference between life
Truly.
and death is
I just can't help it. I can't betray my husband like that. Ew.
I live for them too. This is who we are, my friend. This is all we are. Alamigo and Doma and Garlemald be damned.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Such a pretty dragon, though. I know he's not a good boy, but he's so pretty.
We
Not Xenos!
tower above
I meant the
gods.
dragon, not Xenos.
You by your gift, I by my might.
Ew.
And before the resonant,
Don't lie, Beth. I don't think Xenos is pretty. I think the dragon's pretty. Wait, is he the dragon? Oh my god. I'm never playing this game again. How does that make sense? They were separate entities. I'm done with this game. This is some BS. Well, now it's ugly because it's got green. And green and red are Christmas. And it's not December yet. Oh, he's special power. And all those cutscenes you went and didn't watch. Oh. It's fine. Alright, people. Tater Totter. GG's. GG's Tater Totter. I am ready. Let's get this over with. Put us in, coach. All right. I can't. Oh, wait. I see. Wait, I'm on my way? JK, clear selection at the bottom. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We can wait, because I have to go unlock my door. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Ready, guys? Matcha. Super tuna. Oh my god! Tater tot. You got this, tater tot. Eddie check. Isn't that one in Kate's chat? $66? Hey, yo. 6 is my lucky number. 90, 86? Okay. Fudge me. Fools. Wild, you are not very nice right now. 88? I invited you. Oh, okay, cool. What was mine? 66. I was like middle of the ground, yeah. I will try my best. I selected the right one. All right. I feel attacked, barely. I'm trying my best out here. That's all I can do, all right? I'm trying my best. Truly, I have a very fragile ego, all right? For attacks. It came across as attack because you laughed at me. Ew, I don't like the tail. Fudge this guy. Okay, from like here up on the dragon is like fine looking. All right, guys. Where do we attack? I'm confusion. I'm dead. That was so quick. What happened? I'm so sorry, guys. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry. Can I hit him from this far? I can. So this red thing is where I can hit him from. I understand. Oh no. Follow the crowd, follow the crowd. god, where do we go? I was not quick enough. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's fun. That's loud. Active time maneuver? What does this mean? No! I can't click as fast as I used to. Oh, oh my gosh. My finger don't work like that. Jesus. What? I thought I just had to click. Beth, what happened? Make it! Dang nabbit! I didn't understand. I apologize. Okay. Oh my gosh. I could do this. I know this one. There's so many mechanics in that I didn't know. Thank you guys for being patient with me and raising me twice while I died. I know I was close. 0.07 seconds, truly. Let me give it. Yay, I got to do it. I got to give him commendation. Let's go. GG's. It's all gone. Greek googly moogly. It's all gone to shit. Greek googly moogly. I love that saying. It's so fun. Fudge this guy. As long as you accidentally push enter and start typing when you're trying to fill the meter, it's You feel it? I didn't know you could mash your keys. I was clicking with my right hand. Okay, it's pretty up here. Oh!
Are you all right?
I am alright. You always spam wasp. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense to do. Oh my god. What was that? What was that?
The hunter has indeed become the hunted. And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Isn't he dead? Didn't he just fall from a
Is
tremendous
that what
height?
this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something.
Lise, yes. You weren't here, but yes, it's literally so he can just feel something. Absolutely.
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it.
Excuse me.
Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection.
What a drama
this,
queen.
This moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear. So vivid. So real.
I hate him. Oh!
Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
Hold the phone. Oh my god. Oh. I didn't think this game would do that.
Where is he?
Oh my god.
He's dead. By his own hand.
I'm sorry. He's like 3 of me. And he's on, like, I feel like he's pretty hard to miss.
And justice has been done.
What? How did you miss that? How did you miss that, my guy?
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Absolutely.
Stand tall, Lise. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom.
Tell her,
A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
you tell her, Ian. Lise, I know, I get it. But leave him.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well... So let's do it together. For Alamigo!
So is Lise like basically the queen of Alamigo now? Was her family royalty? I guess she is the queen. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is this is like the ending scene to a movie where it's like it shows everyone in like their new life. It's like all my friends are here. Reese went on to lead Al again for 3 weeks, and then she teleported somewhere and was never seen again. Truly. The end. Rasputinus. Rob is still fighting. And still angry. Oh, we are...
In crimson it began.
We are the
and
banner.
in crimson it ended. And
That
then,
makes sense.
and then we were free.
The real banner is the friends we made along the way. You're so right, Eddie.
But what is freedom, really?
I don't know why she's overly mad. They got their freedom in the end. Isn't that what she wanted?
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy
Vic,
our
welcome
forefathers
in, my
bequeathed to
love. How are you?
Even Xenos was once a baby in the cradle.
What thingy?
Innocent and pure. He was made into a
Yes,
creature
I
that lived
did.
only for death.
Wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. But I plan to.
20 years of Imperial rule have left Alamigo torn and bleeding.
Yes, the code. I'm gonna get it a little bit later off stream, hopefully. I appreciate it.
It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo.
So she is
I
the
won't.
queen.
Because I remember the price of freedom.
Oh.
I remember the smoke, and the ashes, and the blood. I remember the screams, and the silence.
It's
And
hot.
I'll do
We
whatever
won.
it takes.
Bro,
to
relax
honor
just a
their
little bit.
sacrifice, to build a home for us all. I promise you.
So I guess Lisa's no longer... I guess she will be part of it still, but...
This is the end.
Oh, never mind. My bad. This is the end. That's it. This is the end.
Of the Imperial Province of Alamigo and the rebirth of Alamigo, the free nation. Long may she endure.
Okay. And there's Stormblood. Oh my god. That literally, from the first one, this is my 10th part, which I feel like is crazy. I probably would have finished it quicker too if, I think there's 1 or 2 days I only streamed like an hour. I know, I truly zoomed. Oh no, please, for the love of God. Oh, okay. Accepted. We accept.
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made.
Oh. Is he gonna pick up 2 more dragon
All but
eyes?
spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether.
No, no, Nidhogg won't. Yeah, stab it.
Still, better safe than sorry.
Thank you. Someone with a brain. Someone with a brain. Thank God. My hero. Truly. You know what? Let's throw it into another abyss.
There ends your hateful legacy.
What if someone else found them? Yeah, truly. And we have to go through this again. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, before we threw it into an abyss, so I don't think we're very concerned about the eyes, apparently. But my man is, and he's got us. Oh, here's the Emperor. It's over. My condolences for your loss. A father should not outlive his son. What nonsense. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be him. Do you not mourn his loss? You surprise me, your radiance. He was your son and heir, and an irreplaceable test subject. I know what he was. Monsters are not made for thrones. Oof. He didn't even like his son. I mean, valid. To be fair, truly, yeah. I will give him that. Nor are stars made to sustain false gods who sup up on their essence. Econs summoned by desperate savages to hearken the whispers of shadowless shame. Should you raise a hand against my black-robed brethren, I will not stop you. Our desires are one and the same. Preservation, restoration. Compression, resurrection, all is in service to your one true God. And when the sundered shards are made whole, would there be a place for us, mere mortals? Doubt my claims and questions my motives, if you will, your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Until then, mayhap you will find this reassuring. Plot time. Oh gosh. Is he his son? Dun dun dun. I am. Maybe he's his father. How dare you? How dare who? Show me. I want to see. Is as ugly as the mule. Oh my god, Eddie. I don't want to keep playing. I'm done. Alright, guys. Oh my god. Who is it? It's gotta be someone we know. If it's Urianger, I'm done. I'm done. Urianger. Sorry. Urianger. If it's him, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm literally putting it down and I'm never picking up. You're writing that down, but also if it is him, I'm still gonna play. And it's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, Lise. Is it another cutscene? Okay. And what we are gonna do is we are gonna end it here for today and keep this for next time. Since we have finished Stormblood and we are officially post Stormblood, which is crazy. Wait, what's oh okay? Should I keep going? Oh, I'll keep going. Oh. That was the end. That was the end of the quest. I'm geeked. Oh no.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment.
Of course. It's just me here. No, that's all. Oh. She just meant at a later time, not right now. Okay.
Good.
The wave.
You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're scions. Now, I'm obviously a scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo.
Yeah, she's like queen now.
When I put it like that, though,
Wonder's fine.
I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a scion.
Yeah.
It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
I mean, that makes sense. You gotta take care of your people.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
She's like, you gotta be
Forgive
kidding me.
'Twas but a jest.
Truly. That was really funny. She was like, girl, we already known.
But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so?
Yeah. Comrades.
There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Oh.
oh God. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Oh. Please. Oh. The beach. No. No. There's no way. How?
Come back here, you slippery
There's
little
literally no way. How did he even get there in the first
What greater
place?
proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly.
Oh, the
Kami are not
river.
finished with us
Okay, okay. I didn't even think about that. I forgot that
yet. Oh,
we were just in a desert. I forgot about water, alright?
how you test.
Oh, she's still alive too. Oh, and it's literally a small, this like smallest island. Of course he saved her. He's a great guy. I didn't know this was gonna go into another long cutscene. Either or Omega. Whatever this hole could be. I don't know. It won't be easy, but is it ever? I really want to skip it, guys. I really want to skip it. Wait, what does that mean? What is show hosts? Oh, it's a raid series. Oh, is this the Alex of this zone? Okay. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. That truly sucks. You would skip? Okay, cool, great, amazing. Alright, guys. We are done for the day. I honestly cannot believe we finished Stormblood. That's actually bonkers, guys. In 10 streams? Actually bonkers. So yeah. Thank you. Next time we will be starting post Stormblood, which is crazy. Let's see if there's a lovely person to raid into. Our lovely friend Ely is live and they're doing some co-working and studying, which is a great end so I can go cook some dinner. Everyone, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the end of Stormblood with me. And I will see you guys all soon. Maybe this weekend. If not, I will see you guys Monday at 5:30 Eastern time. And we will start post Stormblood. If you guys could stick around for the raid, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great weekend if I don't see you. And let's send all of our love to Ely, Beth, Michelle, Moaf, Barely, Michelle, I already said Michelle, amazing, and anyone else who is still here looking, I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you so much, and I will see you guys next time, goodbye!